Hey guys, it's Max from MaxCaven.com. Today we're doing our first Boundary Waters trip of the year, and I'm going solo for the first time. Trying not to die. Just kidding. Kind of. So this is kind of a shakedown, tune-up trip for me. Again, it's my first solo trip, so I'm sure I'll learn a lot about what I need to bring and what I don't need to bring. I tried to keep it as minimal as possible, but you know, it's my first time. So here at Baker Lake in the Superior National Forest, and it's pretty dang nice out. It's April 28th. I never thought I would be doing an April trip, but here I am. I've got a campsite in mind down that way. I think just one portage, and that's it. So, well, let's go. Holy crap. We are in the water, and we're about to enter the Boundary Waters. I mean, it's like right there, but that's one of the reasons I picked this entry point, is because you just drive up, unload your stuff, and you're basically in the Boundary Waters. We're out here. I'm kind of nervous. Shooting with the GoPro right now and the media mod with the windscreen. Kind of curious how the audio will be. Definitely want to see if this can be good enough for when I'm not super comfortable having the Fuji on there. It's a little windy out here. Water doesn't feel as cold as I thought it was going to be. I did bring my dry pants and my dry top in case it was really cold, but I'm just going to hug pretty close to shore, and I've got my ditch kit, so worst case scenario I'm prepared. Do have my Garmin too. I haven't figured out a great setup for my Fuji yet to mount it to the canoe. This is the first time I've paddled this canoe with a load too, and it is way more stable with a load. A little snow on the portage though. Definitely not the first person through here. In fact, when I got here, another group was just setting out, so they're headed for Cherokee. I am not. I am a wuss. Smells incredible out here. So nice to be back in the Boundary Waters. Pretty short portage. Probably should have carried a bag with me. Oh well. Finished the first portage. I don't know if I'm still on Baker, if I'm on the, I don't even know what the next lake was. Oh, Jesus. Oh, it's Rock City in here. This is where all my time in the Cloquet River comes in handy. Rocks. Oh God, my poor canoe. I think I made it through there. Definitely, this is my first real trip with my canoe, my Northwind. And it's like, yeah, I'm gonna try to keep it as nice as I can for as long as I can. And well, canoes are meant to be used. I decided to start cheating a little bit. I know it's cheating, but I can go way faster with a double paddle. A little choppy out here for how little wind there feels like. There is. Oh, that's a big rock. So I gotta go straight up there. I should say how beautiful a day it is. A little bit of wind, but it's like, I think the truck said 55 when I got out. Boy, I wonder if a guy could just carry over that. Woo, made it. Now there's two campsites I was going to check out. I think they're both up around the corner here. There it is, my campsite for the night. Home sweet home. As long as no one else is here. Alright, it's time to unload, and first things first, I'm going to set my tent up and then I'm having lunch. And then I guess firewood. Well, first things first, I gotta get out of the canoe. Nice big tent pad here. Someone left me some wood. And we got a good view of the lake. Actual first step. I'm a little thirsty. Should have grabbed some from the middle of the lake, but This is a 3-person tent, but I decided to bring it because I haven't used it yet. I bought it mostly for, I guess, tandem trips and trips with Kaya and Theo. Obviously it's plenty big for me, but haven't used it yet officially, so figured no time better than now. I actually thought about bringing my hot tent because it was supposed to be way colder this week, and supposed to be some snow and whatnot, and I didn't get a chance to use my hot tent a whole lot this winter. It's pretty minimal TP style setup, but with it being 60 right now and I guess 50 tomorrow, not super cold tonight, yeah, I figured might as well just keep it simple. Stupid. So I didn't pack much food because I'm only going to be here for less than 24 hours, I think, by the time all is said and done. It's like 4:30 right now, and I actually planned on bringing a lunch and a dinner, and I don't know if I'm going to eat my dinner. My dinner was mini pizzas, but right now I'm going to have a good old summer sausage cheese wrap. For condiments, I always go to a gas station and steal some. Well, I don't steal some, I usually gas up and whatever, but you know what I mean. Gourmet, baby. Bon appetit. There is a lot of trash wood laying around here from previous campers, so I wasn't even sure if I was going to make a fire, but I figured clean up the campsite a little bit and I can make my pizza after all. Don't know where my hat went. This is my first ever time camping overnight by myself, besides, you know, camping in my truck for doing some photography or something. I don't mean camping in my truck, but like sleeping in my truck. Plan right now is to wake up before sunrise, see if there's any nice light, you know, nice sunrise, and then I'm probably just gonna get on the road, on the water, and get back. This was totally more of like a prove it kind of thing. Not prove it, but I had a couple days where I didn't have anything going on. I really wanted to get out before May, before quota season in the Boundary Waters. Not that I don't mind paying, it just, I don't know, it's still April and I'm camping. I think that's kind of cool. Really just to kind of see like what I need to adjust in my kit and what I want to dial in for future solo trips. I'm hoping to do a couple solo trips this year. Really, I didn't get to do a lot of camping at all last year. I went on one Boundary Waters trip and that was basically it. So I want to do as much as I can this year. Between canoe camping in the Boundary Waters, we have a 13-foot scamp, some other, I want to go to Voyageurs National Park with the family, and I'd like to, I really want to go back to North Lake, Little North Lake into North Lake off the Gunflint Trail, off Gunflint Lake. Just some really cool, like, geology, scenery around there, and when I went there last year, I just have been obsessed with it ever since, so I really want to explore that area more. And there's a couple of these backcountry, dispersed, whatever you want to call it, campsites back there, and they're all free. So thinking this summer that would be a good trip to get back there with the family. So again, I don't mind paying for a Boundary Waters permit. I want to support the park as much as possible, but judging by the permit situation, there isn't going to be a whole lot available this summer. So I'm trying to cram as much in in the shoulder season as I can. And then I do have a permit for September, and I'd like to get out at least once in October before it's too cold. Maybe do a November hot tent trip. That'd be fun. That's something I wanted to do last year, but ran out of time. So anyway, yeah, I'm gonna put a couple more logs on the fire, and make some popcorn, I guess. Let's see how this goes. So I brought a little thermometer, 50 degrees. It's a beautiful night. Sun is down. I'm just watching the lake. Keep tending the fire a little bit. Anyway, I'm just gonna enjoy the rest of the night and head to bed. It just started raining ever so slightly. I guess that's it for today. Got camp broke down. I guess it's time to head out of here. I slept pretty dang good. I was a little worried coming into this how I would handle sleeping alone for the first time by myself. But I was so tired and I just basically passed right out. Woke up a couple times. I did have my thermometer next to me, and I think the lowest it got down to was 38, 36, something like that. So my sleeping bag is very warm. That's not my favorite thing because of how big and bulky it is, but it's warm. I was sweating. A lot of condensation in the tent with how cold it was and how warm I was, I guess. But other than that, it was a pretty dang good night. So it's starting to rain right now, and I think I saw that if the forecast from yesterday is correct, it's supposed to be pretty mild. But I'm gonna hit the road. I'm gonna hit the lake. I'm gonna hit the road. I'm gonna head out. One last look at the campsite. Alright, I'm coming up that little carryover thing I did yesterday. And that went surprisingly well, so I think I'll do that again. Well, I guess I didn't have to do the carryover yesterday after all. Really want to try to get a picture of these wind-blown pine trees. Let's see if I can pull the Sony out. It's not the most spectacular picture, but it's very Boundary Waters-esque to me. Okay, I just put the big mic on the GoPro. I want to see how that goes. Last night before I went to bed, I was reviewing some footage with the GoPro, and from what I saw on the back of the camera, the tiny little screen, I was really impressed. So, I think a big key with GoPro footage is getting that shutter speed down and turning the sharpening down, because otherwise it just looks like an action camera, and that's not the vibe I'm going for. So I have a neutral density filter on there, and I'm shooting at 1/48th of a second, I think, so gets me to double 24 frames per second. And now I have the big mic on. It looks kind of silly. Put my dry pants on this morning. Pretty glad I did that. Alright, back on Baker. Just a quick little jaunt down to the put-in. Oh God, there's a rock. There it is. There's the landing. And I do believe we are crossing the imaginary line of the wilderness area. That's it. Baker Lake entry point, Boundary Waters, canoe area, solo overnight trip is over. I didn't die. Alright guys, that's it. I'm all packed up, ready to head back home. Thanks for following along with this one. Like I said, first solo trip, nothing crazy, pretty simple overnighter, but just had to get it out of the way, I guess. And let me know what you think about the video. I shot most of it with the GoPro Here 9 using ND filter, Pro Tune, to make it as cinematic as possible. And I did intersperse some Fuji footage in there, so that was mostly all at the campsite. Everything else after and before was with the GoPro Here 9. So anyway, thanks guys. Like and subscribe, and we'll catch you next time. Bye. Fat man getting in a canoe. The struggle is real. Well, I guess that's it for today. Blah.